What's going on, guys? It's Alexa back with another video, and today I wanted to make a video discussing the pros and cons of what I've seen so far owning this 2011 Jeep Wrangler. As you guys can see, it is a manual, and due to that it does have a lot of other manual features, but it is a Jeep, so nothing too surprising. But I wanted to highlight 5 of the things I love and 5 of the things I hate. I don't like to use the word hate because that's a pretty strong word. Some of the things I dislike about the Jeep personally, but there's a lot of great stuff that I actually like about the Jeep. But I wanted to pick my top 5 of each and give you guys a nice idea. So as I go on this video, I'm going to take you guys along the ride with me, and let's discuss this Jeep and see if it's right for you. Alright, so now that we're on the road, I can go ahead and go over a few of the things that I like and dislike, love and hate, pros and cons, whatever you want to call it, about my 2011 Jeep Wrangler Sport. So, I've been an owner of this particular vehicle for, I think, 6 months now, and when I got it, I originally wanted to get this vehicle so I could learn how to drive manual. So, and that was a Jeep just went by. So when I got this vehicle, I wanted to learn how to drive manual, but I also wanted a truck or SUV or something rugged where I could drive it in bad weather to kind of be the opposite of my 2010 Camaro SS at home. That's more of my good weather, spirited driving type of thing, but that one's an automatic. So I really wanted to learn how to drive manual. I got this. I was extremely happy with it. I got it at a great price. I didn't think I'd be able to. As you could say, that's one of the things that I dislike about Jeeps, is that they can be pretty on the expensive side. I remember when I was looking several months ago, I was really surprised at how well they hold their resale value. And I guess that's also a positive thing, is if you end up getting a Jeep, you're not happy with it, and you end up wanting to sell it, they hold their resale value really, really well. So that's something that you can consider. So that wasn't even on my list, actually, of the pros and cons. So just thinking of stuff on the fly. But anyways, so one of the things that I have learned to love about this so far is that it's really off-road ready, I want to say. Obviously, because that's the whole purpose, that's the whole design of this Jeep, is to be ready to take on any and all terrains. And you know, that's something that the manufacturer, ever since 1941, when they first designed the Jeep, it was an all-terrain vehicle. People take these rock climbing, people take these mudding, trailing on the beach, you name it. People can take a Jeep basically anywhere. So I like that it comes with 4-wheel drive, and it really came in handy during the winter when we had a snowstorm. We got like 13 inches or something. So I played around in the snow with this for the first time. There was maybe like 4 or 5 inches on the ground, so I didn't go too crazy, but it was really fun. I made a video on that if you're interested. But it's really off-road ready, and it's very versatile, and I really like that you can basically take it anywhere in any weather conditions. Normally on rainy days I will drive this instead of my Camaro, just for safety reasons, and Thankfully, the previous owner already applied some all-terrain tires on it, so I feel even more confident about taking this anywhere and in any condition. So I really like that fact. I've been fine-tuning my shifting, but of course, over the last 6 months, you really start to learn what your shift pattern is depending on what vehicle you're driving. This leads into one of the negatives about this Jeep. The clutch on this Jeep is really stiff. It has a lot of kickback. In comparison to some of the other vehicles that I've test driven, I can definitely see how that's a reality. I'm not sure if it's a truck thing or if it's a Jeep thing, where it has a lot of kickback or a lot of spring back on the clutch. So that's something I really had to get used to. But I mean, it's fine now. I'm used to it. It sucks in traffic, I will say, because I do take this to work. So on days where there's a traffic jam, my left leg kind of pays for it. But you know, I'm getting more and more used to it. It's getting stronger by the day. So that stiff clutch is no fun. So just be prepared for that if you're getting a manual Jeep. You know, I'm not sure. Maybe the newer Jeeps have fine-tuned that where it's not as stiff. So I'm not sure. I'm just speaking on behalf of my year and my model. Another positive is this is essentially a convertible. So as you guys see, I have a soft top. You basically unzip it, unhook it, take it off, store it somewhere, and now you have essentially a convertible, free-flowing vehicle at your leisure. Of course, you can take the doors off. That's what a lot of Jeep owners love to do. I haven't done it yet, but it's been cold most of the time that I've had it, so I have no desire to take my doors off when it's cold outside. I hate the cold. So it's pretty fun when you get to do that. You just have a leg hanging out or an arm just above your head or anything like that. So you essentially have a convertible, and I think that's pretty cool. And another thing that I don't like, since we're talking about the convertible feature of this truck, is that I personally am a little concerned with the safety because of that, especially with soft tops. I've heard stories about people have had their soft tops either taken off or cut, or they've had their Jeep broken into because the soft top is kind of so easy to manage or get around. So definitely don't leave anything valuable in your truck. I wouldn't leave anything valuable in your vehicle, period. It's just a good practice. But that's one thing, is a safety concern. And I will say, since I've had it, I have taken it to one of those touchless car washes, and they do include a blow dry, and this soft top sounds like a tornado is going over your vehicle, and it's pretty scary. It's literally just the pieces flapping over the hard parts, the frame of the Jeep itself. So that's what's causing all the noise. And of course, as I'm driving, you guys are probably going to hear a lot of road noise in the background because it's a soft top. So it's not much noise cancellation, but as expected, it is a Jeep, so I wouldn't expect a super luxurious quiet ride. As I said, maybe the newer models have changed that and maybe it's not as bad, but it's a lot of road noise, but I've gotten used to it, so something else to consider. Another thing that I truly love about the Jeep itself is that it is so easy to customize. I mean, you name anything that you're thinking about getting for this Jeep and you can find it online somewhere. There's either a forum or something out there where you can easily customize this, and there's so many different options. Like, if you think of it, somebody else has probably already thought of it too. And I just think it's so awesome that this is so easy to literally dive into the market of customization. And I've only touched on just a few mods myself. So far, I've gotten new wheels. I've changed my headlights to LED and my fog lights. I've gotten a new steering wheel cover, floor mats to match. I even have these blue rings. I'll show you guys. I even have these blue rings down here to add more. I'm kind of going for a black and blue accent theme, and there's still a few other things that I want to do to this Jeep in particular, but it's literally so easy to customize, and I love that fact. And you can get lift kits, you can get any size tire you can think of, you can get crazy wheels, you can put every type of light possible on here. So the customization is out of this world. It's probably, if not the most modifiable vehicle, it's definitely got to be like top 3 or top 5. Like it's so easy to customize a Jeep. So I planned on doing that wholeheartedly when I bought it. So so far I'm loving the way it looks. I hope you guys do as well. If you have a lot of, I would say, not stuff, but if you have a lot of luggage, or you carry around a lot of things with you, or you do a lot of grocery runs, the 2-door Jeep Wrangler may be a little small for you. That's one of the negatives about this as well, is that I have very limited trunk space, partially because the previous owner was awesome and installed a subwoofer in the back, so that kind of takes up a lot of space. But even without that, it's not a lot of space to work with. The back seat room is pretty decent. You do have to fold these seats forward a little bit, so whenever I go grocery shopping, I'll just throw everything back there, and I kind of have to do this awkward reach, you know, to get back there. So if you have the 4-door Jeep, that might not be as much of a problem for you. But leading into one of the positives is that since this is a 2-door, it's very compact, so I can get in smaller spaces if I wanted to. I can back into spaces really easy because I don't have to worry about being so long and maybe, you know, hitting somebody's front end or something like that. So I like the size of the 2-door one. And a lot of people are really upset that Jeep decided to make the 4-door. And I mean, you know, it satisfies everybody with a family or everyone with a lot of extra needs. So if the 4-door is too much for you, I think the 2-door would be just fine. And since I'm not a big person, this 2-door fits me perfectly. So I really like that as well. This turning radius is amazing. So if I can, I'll show you guys a clip of how great that turning radius is, but I was really surprised by that. I don't know if it's because of the small nature of the Jeep itself, but that turning radius is awesome. I hope they kept that through the newer models of Jeep as well with that turning radius. Another good thing is that when you have a manual, I believe it's easier to control when you're trailing and when you're rock climbing, because you can control how much power you want and apply it at the time if you're on a trail or anything like that. So that's what I've been hearing, that it's more easy to control when you have a manual. I think it's just more easy to control when you have a manual, period, in just about any vehicle, because you know exactly how much power or torque you need. So if you're thinking about doing a lot of off-roading and rock climbing and stuff like that with a Wrangler, maybe consider looking at getting a manual, because you'll have more control. And finally, the last thing that I don't like about the Jeep is the gas mileage is horrible. Like, I was really hoping that it wouldn't be that bad, but the gas mileage is pretty horrible. I'm averaging maybe 19.5 miles per gallon, and I do quite a bit of highway driving as well. So please expect that when you get a Wrangler, because it really took me by surprise, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping that the gas mileage would be better than my Camaro, and I'm like, that has a V8 engine in it, but the gas mileage could very well be worse. From what I've seen, it's not that great. So just be prepared for that. Gas mileage is not 100%, but once again, I'm not surprised. So that was most of the things that I have found that I have liked and disliked about the Jeep so far. Overall, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this vehicle. I know I griped about a few things, but it really doesn't bother me that bad. I've been enjoying driving this so much. I get a lot of compliments, you know, the Jeep Wave. Make sure you guys know about that. So that's most of the things that I wanted to let you guys know that I like and dislike about the Wrangler. As I said, I'm speaking on behalf of my particular model, which is the 2011. This does have the 3.8 liter V6 engine in it. I have test driven the 2.0 liter kind of the turbo engine that they have for the new Wranglers, and that has quite a bit of pickup, so I was surprised. But yeah, they've done quite a bit with this Jeep in the last few years, so it's hard to believe that this one is already 8 years old. So I'm like, that's crazy to me. But yeah, I'm loving every second of it. So I really hope this video helped you guys if you're thinking about getting a Wrangler in the future, or if you've heard some stories about it you know, I really hope this video helps you out. If there is something that I missed, maybe that you either like or dislike about your own Wrangler, please let me know in the comment section below. I know there's plenty of stuff that I probably didn't cover, or maybe because it wasn't relevant to me personally. So make sure you add your comment down below. I definitely look at them. So as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It lets me know you're enjoying my content. I do post twice a week, so there's always something cool for you to watch. So once again, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.